Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Brewing Live, all new season, episode number 521. Wow, it's been 521 already for mental preparedness in the new landscape, living amidst the present or amidst the challenges of our present time. And Brewing Live is a community service of Decaf Coffee Republic, the home of certified life CACC life coaches from Life Coach Philippines, and our coaching hub. We are now brewing Wellness Connection, and we are doing Radical Healing series for this month and for the month of December. Our today's live streaming is dubbed as Relationship Leadership. We're going to talk about relationship leadership this time in the month of December. And I'm going to talk about something that not a lot of men and women talk about. I'm going to talk about relationship, and I'm going to talk about what matters to you most. And this is something that I would encourage you if you are someone who's struggling right now, if you are someone who's going through life adversities in your relationship, and you are someone who is currently in a situation in which you don't know what to do next. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what to move, how to move forward in your space, how to move forward in your life, and even how to move forward in your relationship. Then this is the space that would really allow you, and this is the time that would really allow you to get out of that recurring thinking of your relationship. Have a conversation with me. This live streaming is in partnership with Life Coach Philippines, and our heart as game changers is to do mental fitness in your space and help nurture holistic mental health for you and the people that matters to you. So shout out to all of our coaching community, to my fellow Kenroad coaches serving in the digital space and advancing life coaching ethically and authentically. Of course, giving is a lifestyle that never goes out of style. And as you see the value that we are providing as an organization, we truly appreciate receiving your stars and love gifts through fan transfer. And just check in the caption of the video the bank information and GCash account that you can utilize to bless the space. You know, we've been doing this and serving you for the last 500 episodes. And one of the things that we truly appreciate, of course, is some appreciation in there. It's something that's really so powerful and just allows us to continue more with what we're doing and the mission that we're doing here to serve you in the space. And for Decaf Coffee Republic experience, visit us at Decaf Coffee Republic. We are inside Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets. That is in Capitolio, Pasig City. And we are open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. What we do, the reason why we exist is we help clients experience healing and breakthrough by providing a safe space for inspiration to begin with a cup of coffee and transformation to happen through the platform. I have my coffee in here as well. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to go there. And people know you, by the way. They know you by name. So, of course, if it's the first time they joined in there, they don't know you, but they're going to have a conversation with you. They're going to engage with you. It's not their typical coffee shop. We're not that. What we intend to do is to really be able to connect with you and get to know you better so that we can continue to have that, strong relationship and partnership in the future. We'll never know, right? We are more than a traditional cafe that serves your favorite and classic comfort food like sausage platters, waffles, bagels, cakes, milkshake, and coffee-based drinks. We help individuals create a therapeutic lifestyle change with our line of plant-based meal, natural fruit juices, keto products, sugar replacement syrups, and insulin organic wine and tea. So if you are someone who needs support and help is specific to your sugar, regulating your blood sugar, then we have those products to help you. Decaf Coffee Republic is also the exclusive distributor of David's Faith Insulin Wine and Tea in the areas of Mandaluyong and Parañaque City. And our hashtag Save One campaign against diabetes is ongoing. I invite you to join us as resellers and brand ambassadors to help raise awareness of the sugar regulator products to help fight the debilitating symptoms and effects of diabetes. And please check our FB page for a menu of our sumptuous meals and refreshing drinks, or connect with Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661 to partner with Decaf Coffee Republic in advancing health and wellness in your space. Now, if you have just joined, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You may circulate the link of this video to invite your friends to watch with you. And you may also tag them in the comment section below and give them a shout out. Thumbs up, some encouragement, motivation, and best just acknowledge them, express some gratitude in the space. And as for me, giving a shout out to all of my fellow mental model collectors inside the Be Learning Society as Master Coach A. With Master Coach A, and if you are one person who desires to experience transformation in the areas of your health, wealth, and relationship, then I invite you to join us inside the Be Learning Society as one of the mental model collectors with full access pass to the Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A. And this is exclusive for Be Learning Society members only. And Be Learning Society is a tent maker of Be Learning homes for mental fitness on top of the food and beverage that you are getting at GCash Republic. You also get an access to the full monthly mental model masterclass by Master Coach A, which is happening every month with us, and you'll also have the benefit of really enjoying in there and learning as one of the mental model collectors. Model is a concept, is a framework or a worldview or how you see the world. And how you use this is you use this for you to be able to think better, feel better, and behave better. That is the goal of mental models. And if you are someone who are currently developing your strength in your relationship, which a lot of us need, it's not something that's, by the way, it's something that we really continuously need to develop, and this is something that you want to develop. Mental model will allow you to be in that space. The Be Learning Society is the tent maker of the Be Learning homes for mental fitness, and our intention is to be able to create a facility for you, for us, so that we start healing. If you are someone who's gone through some tough times in your marriage, if you have gone to an experience of infidelity and you feel that your marriage is no longer serving its purpose, when I say serving its purpose is allowing you to fulfill your goals, fulfill your dreams, help the future generations or your children to be a better person, then help is available. Join us here and start having that mindset and habits for you to be successful. For more information and registration assistance, just connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. All right. Please do tag your friends and forward this video link and invite others to join us for Radical Healing Series. Today, I'm going to talk to you about quick fix for marriage Unstruggle. If you're experiencing some challenges with your marriage and you feel that things are not working out the way that you want it to be, and you can't seem to figure out how you can resolve it. You've done everything that you possibly can. You've done A, you've done B, you've done C, you talk to people, you got advice, and still, it's the same banana. I call it the same banana because as you talk to other people, it's just the same result. Whatever happens, it's the same result. You get tired, you get frustrated. At the end of the day, you just I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it, but it's still part of your tolerations. You still have that tolerations list. It makes you feel frustrated. It makes you feel that you're not worthy of everything that's happening to you. Then this is the conversation that you would need. For those of you who's joining me, I am Life Coach Shaun. I've been married for 20 years now, and one of the things that I've gone through an experience is an experience of infidelity. And one of the things that I've realized time and again, and the reason why men or women go through this challenge is because of themselves. It's really themselves. And I'm going to teach you how you can overcome it. If you've going through or you're gone through the same challenges as I have and as my wife have, then I'm going to help you out. This is something that not a lot of men would want to talk about, but I'm going to be leading this for you. I'm going to help you out, get through this. I'm going to help you out, overcome this, because if no one will talk about it, then we won't resolve it. So share this with other people. If you know someone who's going through some tough times, some bad experiences in their relationship, some infidelity issues, and they're going through some challenges and struggles in your relationship, have them join in. Let me help you out. I've been married for 20 years, and one of the things that I've realized when I started as a man, as a husband, when I was 19, is you need to go through a lot adversities in there, and I want you to skip that. I want you to skip experiencing what we've experienced. If you can skip that, the better it is for you to grow, the better it is for you to strengthen your relationship, the better it is for you not to go through the same pain as everyone else has, gone through. You can skip that. You can learn from that from other people already, and you don't need to suffer deeply in this kind of conversation. You may also find a YouTube link where you can watch the replay of this video. We have all of the episodes of Brewing Live in the caption of this video. Please do follow and subscribe to the channel so that you will be notified when learnings becomes available. All right? So thank you for joining me. Please share this video in your timelines. Share it to your page. Let's have a conversation. Allow the ladies to hear me out on this topic, okay? So we're going to talk about quick fix for marriage Unstruggle. But first, I want to talk about the two types of couples. There are two types of couples, or two types of people in marriage. If you are in marriage, if you are a couple, there are two types of you. The first one are the couples who commit and fix the problem and not ignore it. Now, you will have couples who will talk about the problems. You have couples who will talk about the issues. You will have couples who will really sit down, have a conversation, have a moment to identify what is the root cause, where is this coming from, and what are the things that's currently not working for the marriage, so that they can find a fix to a problem. So that is the first type of couple. The second type of couple are those who choose to ignore the problem. And 5 ways to get distracted. Now, this is the common. Number 2 is the common. Number 2 is the common, in which I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. If I want to deal with it, the other person is not ready to deal with it. If the other person is ready to deal with it, the other person is not ready to deal with it. And it goes around in circle and circle and circle until you just find ways to get distracted for you to no longer just deal with the problem. So those are the two. So where are you right now? Are you the couple who is committing to fix the problem and not to ignore it? Or are you a couple who continues to ignore the problem and find ways to get distracted? Now, what are the different types of distractions? You might think, okay, coach, I feel that I'm not distracted. I feel that I'm really putting in my heart and soul to fix the problem. Well, distractions are different things. One distraction can be your work, can be your job, can be your business. That is a source of distraction on identifying what really the problem in your relationship is and your marriage is. The second distraction is your kids. You utilize your kids to not resolve or talk about the problem. You utilize them to say that, hey, you're so busy. You have a lot of different things that you're doing in your life today. I cannot deal with that. I don't want to deal with it. So just give me a little bit of breather so that we'll just solve them in the future. Eventually, you don't solve them. It takes you, so let it be 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and still the same. And you have distractions with your parents. You're the parents that's constantly telling you what they need to do. You need to do A, you need to do B, always disrupting you and so on and so forth, that you cannot think right, you cannot think straight, you cannot think clearly of what's the best way forward, rather than using your emotion to respond. Now, those are the two. Now, struggles in marriage comes in different shapes, size, and forms. It's different. Hello, Coach Rezzhel. Thank you for joining. It's very different to everyone else. It's very different to other people. It's very different to a lot of people in your space. And the challenge in there, if you are not careful of understanding your daily struggles and really identify where these struggles are coming from, it's going to haunt you forever. And the bad thing in there, if you have kids, your kids will eventually feel this. It's not just you. It's not just you who will experience this struggle in your marriage. It's not just your husband or your wife who's going to experience the challenge. It is also your children. And they are the most affected by everything that you do or you don't do. So I would like for you to think about right now. Think about your struggles in your marriage right now. How is that affecting your children? your conversations with your children, your attention to your children, the way that you converse with your children, your irritations. And you might think, Coach, I don't think that we have struggle in our marriage. We're okay. We don't fight. We don't even quarrel. Like, we're chill. I tell you, during those times where you are not talking about the real issues, and I have not seen a couple or a married couple that doesn't have any issues. If you don't have issues and that's real, let me know. I would like to learn from you. I would want to understand how you're doing it, because I want to teach other couples as well to not go through this struggle in their marriage. So have a conversation with me. But else, then that is the reality. If both of you are just constantly going around in circles, tolerating each other, and not dealing with the problems with high emotions, then expect that eventually your marriage would worsen. I've seen and I've experienced time and again in which couples would just neglect having this conversation around what is going on with their engagement. They're not talking. They're not talking about the most important things. They would say, oh, talk to your mom or talk to your dad. Rather than you really addressing it in ways that would allow you to resolve it together. Now, as a couple, as a man and a woman, I would like you to already accept, and please, for the woman out there, accept that your husband, the men, are more likely to want to solve problems. That is our design. Our design is to help you solve problems. Our design is to help other people solve their problems. Our design and the way that we were raised is to solve our own problems. And it's unfortunate that the man starts to help women to solve their problems when you continue to speak to your husband about different things rather than them thinking about ways to help you. And I tell you, it's just going to start being a blame game. Your husband will start being irritated because they don't feel the respect that they need from you, and you might feel that you're not being loved because you continuously tell them, blame gaming, other things, doing this, rather than thinking about, hey, where is this coming from? What's our responsibility with this? And how we can utilize this to help our relationship and also our children to move out of disaster. Now, time and communication, this is where a lot of couples cannot seem to create a solution. Either you don't have time or you can't communicate. Simple too. Either you don't have time because you're so busy with a lot of different things in your life. You're so busy with your work, so busy with your business, so busy with socializing with other people. Don't have time for your spouse. Or you're not taught to communicate, or at least you don't expand yourself, elevate your conversation, and defining what your messaging is. Excuse me. Now, this is where a lot of couples cannot seem to create a solution because they cannot come together to find the time and the communication line to really identify what is the best way forward. When you don't have the time to each other and you don't have the time to communicate, eventually you will feel exhausted. It's going to be an exhausting feeling. I tell you. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. That you want to have the time. You want to have a conversation with your spouse, your husband, but your husband is out there doing his thing. And when you talk, you complain, you tell him that, hey, you're so busy and so on. I mean, he gave you the time already. Utilize that time to enjoy it rather than complaining with a lot of different things. Complaining will not help. But conversing, talking about it, that's a different conversation. See, complaining will not take you anywhere. It will not. You can complain to your wife, your husband, all day. But is that really resolving the real concern? Is that really resolving the struggle that you have? Is that resolving the issues that you have in your relationship. And maybe you have someone, coach, we're not married yet. Okay. Couples. Or maybe for future couples out there. If you're a woman and you're planning to get married, hear me out. When you're going to choose a man, and I'm sure you're going to struggle in the future with a man, make sure that you understand the perspective of the man. And it's always the perspective of a man is to solve problems. Plain and simple. I don't want to complicate things. So, one of the things that I do as I teach about creativity every Sunday is I teach about simplicity. Simplicity is key. Complicating things just makes things worse. I tell you. Simple. Simple, a man has this urge to help you and other people solve problems. And when they solve problems and they feel that they are the king and they're able to do that, it's just a wonderful experience. So just keep that in mind. Every time you talk to a man or you talk to your husband, they want to solve the problem. They want to solve your problem. They want to help you out. They want to care for you. They want to make you safe and all of these things. So that's what you do. Now, if the relationship is constantly in a barrage of complaints and things that doesn't concern a path to a solution, then I tell you, one of you will quit. And I say that either quitting not to separate, I'm quitting it, I don't want to talk to you. I mean, I love you. I care for you. Let's just come together. Let's just socialize. We eat at the same time, but we don't really talk a lot. Or we go to the grocery, or we watch a movie, or we go out, but we don't really talk a lot. That's okay. At least you're there. I'm here. That's fine. But as a woman, it's not really the kind of marriage that you want. It's not even the kind of relationship that you want. So you want better. I believe that if there are situations in which things are not working well, it's better for you to plan ahead, recover, and find ways for you to be able to fight that battle in a supportive way. You don't quit just for the sake of quitting. Have that. Focus on that. What is it that you want to do with your relationship? Coach Glacy, thank you for joining. Let us approach first marriage specific to struggles. There are 5 struggles that married couple have, and even couples have. The first struggle is a financial struggle. And we've seen this time and again. Married couples would come in feeling that, it will solve their financial burdens and their financial crisis, or some of them gone through an experience in which their financials are struggling. And that is because the reason why you're financially struggling, or some couples is financially struggling, excuse me, is because of the lack of planning. So that is the first one. Number 2 is keeping secrets and infidelity struggles. That is one of the struggle of marriage and in couples. And the problem with there is time. You're not putting in the time that you need for you to talk about the things that you don't want to talk about, and to talk about the things that are important to you and your partner. Number 3 is health struggles. The energy. You don't have the energy because you're so busy with a lot of different things that you don't have the energy to take care of yourself and your partner. That is the third struggle. Number 4 is falling out of love struggles. Either in the onset, when you got married, or even when you came together, there was no really spark in there. Or there was spark, but you choose not to ignite it as you go along. I've seen time and again where couples, and especially for the woman out there, when you start getting busy with the household chores and your children, the focus would shift to those two. And you would have limited attention to your husband. And you might wonder what's going on, what's happening. Well, there's lack of attention to your husband. And you might say, Coach, I need to also give time to my family and kids. But I tell you, your husband needs you. They want to continuously have that spark with you so that they can feel that what they're doing and the effort that they put in is really helping you, and they feel that, hey, they're able to solve problems. And number 5, dream and struggles, or dreams and goals struggles. That you and your husband or your partner don't see eye to eye in your dreams and your goals, and there happens where you see conflict. There is conflict. Like one of you doesn't support the dream of the other because the focus is too much on providing to the family, having a safe space, buying this, buying that, traveling here, traveling there, going here and there. That's not going to work. So those are the 5 struggles. So where are you struggling right now? Where are you struggling specific to your marriage or in your relationship? So what I'm going to teach you is a quick fix for marriage and struggle. I mean, that's the reason why you're here. When I understand, okay, how do I fix this, coach? How do I put in the time and energy for me to be able to make my marriage and struggle? A simple, very simple. Hopefully you're still there. A quick fix is to be a student of your spouse. That is the quickest fix. Be a student of your spouse. Don't ever think that you've known your spouse, your husband, for the longest time already. Maybe you've been married for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. I don't know the number of years. But I tell you, there are still some stories, some experiences, some secrets of your spouse that you don't know. Because you're too focused too much on the other stuff, like your family, your bills, your household, other people that you are pleasing that doesn't really care about you. So how do you do this? Being able to be a student of your spouse means that you are equipping yourself to learn more about your husband. And what is it that you can do? I'll give you a tip. I'll give you a way for you to be able to do that and be a student of your spouse. Equip yourself. Be a CACC life coach. Get certified as a life coach. Learn the power of coaching. That will help you. Coaching helps you ask questions, to inquire, rather than interrogate. You see, men don't like being interrogated. They don't want to defend themselves. What they do want is to be able to express themselves in ways that you hear them, that they feel that you're listening to them, that they feel that you're respecting them, that they feel encouraged, they feel uplifted. Imagine having a conversation with your spouse, and when you're sharing something, all of the comments are negative. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing this. You should be doing this, and so on. Why are you doing that in the first place? That is not going to motivate your husband. It's not. It's going to lower their status down, and they would feel that in the office, I'm already taking a look at this. Even at my home, it's the same. I'm like a low-hanging fruit. They call that in the workplace. But your husband is not. Your husband is the king. Treat them as a king. And I'm saying that because at the end of the day, I believe in the birthright of the husband. And I believe that the husband are leaders. And when we, as a community, are empowering the men to lead, then it makes the relationship a space of protection. People care. People experience the love. And people experience that all of what they're doing is something meaningful. And it's not by the way. You're doing it because you want to do it. You're not doing this because people are telling you to do it. That is not a good way for you to strengthen your relationship. Men like to showcase their achievement. They want to be able to show you their strength. They want to be able to feel that you respect them, that you're listening to them, that you're listening to what your husband is saying, that you're supportive, and telling them what to do will not work. That's the reason why I'm asking you to get certified as a life coach, because you will learn the power of asking questions to help them, to allow them to see things that they don't see. Because that is where the confidence of a man comes in. That will allow you to move forward to the ends of the earth. And you will constantly have that joy and peace that you have been looking for. And I would think that you as a woman, you as a spouse, you as a married woman likes to have joy and peace in your relationship rather than having war and creating some tension and some problems in there. I don't think that's something that you want. Don't want that. So create that space. Create a space in which it's an inquiry, not an interrogation. When you speak to your husband later after this, don't interrogate your husband asking a lot of questions that is not leading them to feel that you care. That is not what care is all about. You will say, Coach, I care for that person. But your conversation, I tell you, is the one that's triggering your husband to shut down. I don't want to deal with it. And that is where toleration comes in. And you would ask yourself after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years of a relationship and marriage, and you would ask, what happened? Why is my husband somewhere else? They're physically present, but mentally and emotionally absent. Something to think of. So what can you do to start asking your husband? I'm going to give you 5. 5 things that you can do. Get your notebooks in there, or pens, or cell phones. Use whatever. Take this note. Number 1 question you need to ask yourself and your husband is, what is your husband's or your spouse's love language? What are their love language? Do they like service? Do they have getting gifts? Do they want quality time? Do they want physical touch? What is it that their love language is? Take a look at it. Ask that question. Or investigate. Be a student. Start taking notes. Number 2, what are the things that he values? On top of the food chain, it's common for men that the value is family. It's always family. There are some values in there. What is it that they value? You know? Do you know? You have that? Have an idea? Or you don't know? Then start knowing that later. Number 3, what is his interest? What are the things that he like? Does he like golf? Not that golf, the golf. Does he like watching videos, movies? Does he like, I don't know, games, toys? What is it that is your husband's interest in? Take a look at it. Be a student. Number 4, what makes him laugh? Like, what are the things that make him laugh when you're socializing with other people? When it's cracking jokes. Sometimes men crack jokes and the man laughs at themselves for cracking the joke. Simple. Those are simple things that you can start really understanding. And number 5, what is the food that makes him remember of a childhood, of a good childhood memories? Now, ask this question or investigate it. Be a student. Learn from it. And as you learn from him, as you learn what are the things that he wants, I tell you, you will start understanding the struggles that you and your husband is experiencing. And if you want to affair-proof your marriage, the key in there, the quick fix, is to learn about them. And you might say, Coach, I have a lot of things that I need to do. Well, you have a choice. You have a choice to unstruggle your marriage, or you have a choice that eventually your husband and yourself will stray away. Stray away. I'm not talking about separation. I'm not talking about the emotional, spiritual, and the mental disconnection, because that is where it starts and it escalates further to physical. So I hope you're getting some nuggets and wisdom out of this. That is a quick fix. It's not easy, but if you need help and support, And if you are in the state right now which you feel that you want to quit, that you feel that you're going crazy, that you feel that even whatever you say, your husband doesn't listen to you, have a conversation with me. Let me help you out. Let me help you gain back who you are. For your kids, because as you continue to focus on what's more important to you, that's the time that you start developing the areas of your life that you know that needs developing, but you don't know where to start because you feel down, you feel negative, you feel that you don't deserve it, but you deserve it. You deserve every moment and every care that you need for your life to be successful, for your dreams to be fulfilled, and for also you to finally living the design that you are called to do. This is to care for others. It's something that is possible. And if you're looking for the space, drop by at Decaf Coffee Republic. Every day we have an activity in there. We help you equip yourself so that you are successful in the future. Times are changing right now. 2023 will be a big boom for everyone. You need to be prepared. Join me every Saturday. Of course, every Saturday that's open mic with Coach Orville. He's going to help you out, relax a little bit, have that. Maybe you're going to be a singing sensation in the future. Start exploring in here. It's open mic. Sing. Share your voice. If you don't have a voice, we'll teach you. Or Coach Orville will teach you how to sing. Config Sunday is you're with me. I'm going to help you out, be creative. I'm going to help you reignite your creativity for your relationship, for your work, for your finances to be calibrated so that you are successful. Nurturing Monday, Walk Along with Coach Team talks about communication IQ. If that is something of a challenge right now and you feel some support in there, have a conversation with her. Group Tuesday is all about habits. We are a creature of habits. 95% of the time, our responses is triggered by our habit. You can change that if it's not serving you. Purpose Wednesday, Away and Day with Coach Rezzhel talks about purpose. If you're wondering the why behind those actions, if you feel that you're lost, want to understand what the purpose is in your life, have a conversation with her. Then Strengthening Thursday, Coaching for the Soul with Pastor Coach A talks about healing for the soul. Every one of us, men included, needs healing of the soul. Healing is a connection to our emotions. And as you continue to have that deep connection with your soul, you're able to gain back the humanity of your life. Now, if you are interested to become a professional service provider, either as a life coach or mental health coach, like I'm asking you to be as a woman, you need coaching skills. Period. You need it. Connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to know more about the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is by Master Coach A. We are now accepting applications for mental health certification and internship program with limited slots. So make your reservations. We have a class later for the Bataan. Yeah. For Bataan coaching community. Yeah, we have a class later. So join us back tomorrow. Same time and same digital space for episode 522, Creative Ways to Increase Your Self-Worth by Coach Mau. If you are single, have a conversation with Coach Mau. This is Life Coach Shaun, mentally fit to serve you in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. This is us in the Philippines. Bam, boom. Take care, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag and drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.